Hi there, I'm Alan, and I'm a drummer. This is Eric Carr, and he's a drummer. Obviously, he's a little bit better drummer than I am. As you can see, Eric was a member of KISS. He was KISS's second drummer. He was in the band from 1980 until his death from a rare form of cancer in November of 1991. Yeah, I grew up as a big KISS fan. But when Eric came into the band, there was just something really special about him. And I just sort of felt this connection to him right away. Now, part of that came from me writing my very first fan letter. And I wrote it to Eric in July of 1980, and just when I was like a young kid in high school or whatever. But I wrote this letter to him, and months later, having completely forgotten about having written that letter, I get a letter back that was postmarked from Frankfurt, Germany, and it was this handwritten letter from Eric, and it was so great. It was one of the coolest things I've ever had happen, and he signed it. He wrote it all, hand wrote it all out, and then signed it with a little drawing of his makeup on the bottom, which was so cool. Now, that letter's gone. I lost it in a house fire, but I do have some other things from that period. Here's the very first magazine cover that Eric was featured on, and this is from June of 1980, and as you can see, it's got a little bit of searing around the edge. And the magazine was one of the victims of that house fire, but somehow the magazine cover pretty much survived intact, so I have it framed and hanging on my wall. So ever since then, I've had this real passion about Eric Carr. He was such a great drummer, and he re-energized KISS and gave him a big kick in the pants when they most needed it, and was really a great guy. And something that I had dreamed about for years and years doing would be to hold a tribute concert to Eric. And basically it would be a concert where a band would play KISS songs that Eric, from Eric's time in the band, and KISS songs that Eric wrote or co-wrote, songs by other artists that Eric wrote or co-wrote, and some Eric solo songs. And so last year, in 2011, I got my opportunity to do this. I had a fantastic group of musicians who kind of joined with me, and we put a band together, and we put this whole concert thing together, and rehearsed all these songs, and we held the concert in August of 2011, and the intention was that it would be a benefit with the proceeds going to cancer research. That unfortunately was not able to happen. We funded the whole thing just out of pocket, and so we really weren't able to do as much with it as we kind of wanted to do. So what we want to do now is to relaunch this thing and to turn it into an annual event. And so by doing an annual event, what we have is the opportunity to let it grow each year and to gain momentum and to build on the foundation that we've already laid. And that's where you guys come in. The money that we are going to raise from this campaign is going to go to pay for things like advertising and booking a venue and renting equipment and forming a nonprofit organization and eventually booking famous name musicians to come and join us for this thing and to really make it a big event. So any contribution that you are able to make is going to make a huge difference in not only us being able to launch this concert series, which will honor Eric and his life and his music, but also potentially help a lot of people who have suffered from the same disease that he died from. And even if you aren't able to contribute monetarily, there are still some things that you can do to help. One of them is to just share the link right up here. Send it to somebody that you think might want to know about this. You can like our Facebook page and then share that across your Facebook friends. You can visit our website, and then you can share that link on your Facebook page or Twitter or your email contacts or whatever. So thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it, and anything that you're able to do to help out will be greatly appreciated. So thank you so much, and rock on.